Hey folks, Derek here, and you're listening to an NC Cutting Edge Counseling production. NCCEC is a trauma therapy practice based in North Carolina. Learn more at nccec.com. That's nccec.com. Content warnings and where to find us will be found in the episode descriptions. Let's do a fucking show!
It's worked out for every single person that it's worked out for. Don't ask how many people it hasn't.
Because they're nobodies.
They're nobodies.
Well, you know who's a nobody now? Sullivan. Welcome back to What's in the Box.
What's in the box? Sullivan's sitting right next to me.
Yeah. That's Salvin over there.
Man, what a good ep. That was a lot of fucking fun. Even though I got whomped.
Just now thought of it. Yeah, I should have said it was Zelda. Then she would have been dead. I should have said it.
Oops.
Oh.
Well, you could still.
No, it's too late. It's too late. I said I was attacked.
Yeah, but you didn't say by who.
No, but I would have.
Through the
You could have a
power of
debrief
editing.
meeting with him and be like, I didn't want to say this in front of all the guards. It was my...
That's true.
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah. There's still a chance.
There is still
We'll
a
see if you
chance.
think of it.
I should have.
Because that
You were
legitimately
in
is
shock.
like,
That
put a ribbon on it.
Yeah, I know.
done.
Like, that would have been
Yeah.
closes the loop.
cool.
Yeah.
And then you can collect the
We
bounty
could.
on yourself.
We could also just record you saying that. And the power
You
of
have
editing.
to do it.
I do like I like your original idea. I like the idea that Zelda didn't think of it in the moment,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
then,
yeah.
then had a night to think about it. Was like, goes to your brain, your head guard, like, hey, by the way, like,
Because that also
How
would have been a
big is the
smart
bounty?
thing to do in the moment, which Zelda is
$1,000.
not known for.
True. She is calculated over time.
So it's
'Cause you can-
3,000 gold?
no, it's 1,000 gold per person
So it's 3,000 gold.
for all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's only one body. So it.
Well, there's nobody.
Well, yes,
you can
but
you can give something as proof
I mean, yeah.
because you're
Yeah.
you.
Zelda spellbook.
Oh. Or the staff.
Or the
She can
staff.
give up the staff.
The family staff.
Yeah.
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 No. You can say, this is mine. I'm keeping this because I...
Yeah, this is proof that she's dead, but
Yeah.
I'm keeping this as
A memento.
yeah.
Yeah, it's our family
Momentous
staff.
Morris.
Yeah. So,
Call
how's
her a nerd.
everybody? We'll do Zelda. We'll do Jason last again.
How's Mish feeling about murdering a guy?
You know,
How did you feel about your murder?
Baby's first murder.
Baby's first.
Hey, guess what? It wasn't actually Avunculicide.
Yeah,
true.
it was not. All that talk about Avunculicide that it wasn't Avunculicide.
It was just a straight up
because
cold-blooded
the
murder.
funny bit is for it to not happen. Come on. Edging is the best.
I'm sorry.
Jesus. This is why you don't
No.
get speaking lines.
Yeah, how's Mish feeling about kill stealing?
You know, Mish doesn't feel like he kills Stall. It was just it was a fight, and everyone was fighting.
Yeah, but how does Mish feel about killing somebody?
Well, you
In
know,
cold blood. Just remind you of that.
his blood might have been cold, but it was not in cold blood. Those are two different things.
He wasn't attacking you. He didn't give a shit about any of the rest of you.
That is true.
He was the biggest threat and needed to be neutralized. Because him being alive meant that we would have had to fight everyone else. So it was as fast as possible. And in reality, he knew that he had something that he could do from a distance in case anything going up close to him might have caused an issue. That's what he did. Said, Casey, you roll this one.
Yeah, but how's Mish feel about it though? Like mechanically, yeah,
No, he doesn't. He hasn't felt it.
That's
It's more along the
valid.
lines because he'd been practicing for. Because this is what we were. One of the things we were practicing for on the boat was to do something like this. He knew that eventually something might happen. He might kill someone, and that was a reality of existence. He hadn't done so prior because he hadn't needed to.
So say, is that your first kill of the campaign?
Of the recorded bits, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
And it also does kind of track with the new the new path that Mish is kind of on, and
Hard Mish.
yeah, to keep the Batman.
I got
going,
to punch a gods.
It is Robin going from Robin to Nightwing.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, Bloodhaven needs my help.
Yeah, and it's also one thing to go to a shooting range. It's another thing to like shoot a person.
Yeah.
Like that's you've practiced for it, and you think it might happen, but then actually doing it, so that's gonna be tough.
I don't think so. That's the weird part. It's like, well, this was just an old dude. If you hit him hard enough, they die anyway.
God damn.
Fuck.
oh my God,
Fair, but
elder abuse.
Avunculicide.
Nope, it wasn't.
it wasn't.
We can never say that word again.
That is not even remotely true. I can say it as much as I want. It just might not be applicable.
Just get cut out of the episode. How's everyone else feeling, Derek? Haley?
You're by every 3 episodes, they just cut it in randomly.
I'll cut it out. Haley, you go ahead.
Yeah, pretty anxious papa. I have these children now, and they were in big danger.
My babies.
Yeah, from Shadow Weaver. So, and then Zelda gave me that option of staying. So definitely contemplating my options.
That was crazy. I did not see that coming.
I don't know if it'll stay on the episode and make the final cut, but when I initially misunderstood you, and that you were like, oh, okay, so you're gonna full send run it, I was like, well, we might have a character death here. I don't know if Eldon's gonna survive 5 guards.
Eldon walks out and just
Yeah.
I was worried there. That's why when you said no, I don't think I would go down there. I was like, thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, a solid
honestly,
place to cut it.
Any of the rest of us going down to phase 5, because they're guards, right? They have guard stats. Like, we probably would have been able to take out most of them.
Not with how I was rolling.
Eldon doesn't have that combat. Like, he's very utility. And it's great for our party. But not great solo against 5 guards.
That's
Not
also
on a
that's a
1-on-5.
It's a numbers game. As a fight, like as a monk going down there, I could maybe attack 3 times. There's 5 of them.
Yeah.
Like numbers, regardless
yeah.
of their stats. Like I'm getting my ass whooped.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody going down there against 5 people by themselves would be in trouble.
Yeah.
As long as I have
Yeah.
a couple of 2nd level spells, Zelda would be fine.
You didn't though at that point. You had one.
I had one. Rhymes Binding Ice, my guy. It's such a good fucking spell.
You know what? Real glad I don't have to deal with that fucking spell anymore.
It is such a good spell.
I would have
Baby's
probably
first, CC.
I would have probably done like Thunder Wave or Sleep.
Yeah, that's
Thunder Wave pushing them off the edge and they drop 20 feet to their death. That'd be funny.
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 I got a left hook and a fucking right leg kick,
Yeah.
and then I'm getting punched.
Piled.
You got a pretty high armor cost, though.
I mean, it would be a tough fight. It would be a slog, is what it is.
Yeah.
Like I said, any of the rest of us wouldn't win that fight. I never said that, but would at least take several of them down. Eldon would have the hardest time of all of us in a solo 1-on-5.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that had me nervous there for a second, but that was I liked it because it was true 2 character. Like, all right, y'all got this, I gotta fucking go.
No, that was as soon as you said you were leaving, I was like, God, yes.
Yeah.
Haley made the best choice that Eldon could. Like Eldon,
That's the only choice.
Yeah.
it was the only choice. But then to leave, see those people, and was like, well,
Can't go this way.
my kids can wait 5 minutes.
I gotta get to them. I think that was like the thing. It's like, well, I need to get to them, but I have to actually get
You
to
have
them.
to be alive to get there. Yeah.
I'm no use to anyone dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a very, very Eldon move.
Yeah. I don't think I'll be leaving them again. I could potentially leave Rosemary at the library with you
Yeah.
if I thought
They would be safe.
they were
there.
totally out of the way.
Yeah,
But
yeah, they would be safe there.
And Gross can't like die.
no, yeah, Gross will be with me.
Yeah, but I don't know if Eldon knows that yet.
Hasn't come up.
Right? Like, I don't think Eldon knows.
Eldon does not know that.
Gross can't die.
And
Like,
Eldon will never know.
I hope not, honestly.
not.
Because that is going to be a traumatic experience until you
Eldon
realize
will
that
die
you can...
before they find out that Gross is immortal.
Probably. Yeah, because I'll protect Gross at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
that's-
throw my body in front of Gross.
That's gonna be the sad part. Because
Yeah.
Gross will come back and it's like, Eldon.
You fucking Lion King did. Fuck you.
My whole heart. Holy shit. How you feeling, Derek?
I mean, it worked. I'm surprised that this actually went off.
Y'all
Yeah.
womped. Like, he did not get a single, like, spell slot. Like, he had all of his spell slots. Like, he did not get a single spell off.
Yeah,
Just two glyphs.
Just 2 glyphs, but one didn't do anything and the other didn't do anything fast enough. Yeah, didn't do anything fast enough.
But I think we're all dancing around the fact that so what happened is Malik brought
We gotta see how Zelda feels about
Yeah,
the episode.
yeah,
We'll get
yeah.
to it.
Fuck how Zelda.
I mean, hey, here's something that may or may not piss you guys off. Zelda's finally happier.
What are you talking about? That doesn't piss me off for shit.
Yeah, I kind of knew that.
Yeah.
She feels relieved. She doesn't really know what she's gonna do next. I mean, she has small semblance of an idea, but
Zelda's just Thanos after the snap, sitting in her garden and enjoying watching the sunrise on a grateful universe.
I don't know about that. But because now she's got Shadow Weaver. But yeah, no, she completed her mission. She's back home. She's not dead, and none of her friends are. So
And for the time being, scot-free.
yeah.
The coalition
like Derek
comes
said, it
for some
worked.
reason.
Oh,
It worked.
Detect Thoughts was the play
Yeah.
of the fucking episode.
Yep.
That shit was so good.
Thank you. That was, I was looking at it and I was going to use it earlier for something, and I was like, no, it's not the right time. It's not the right time. Something in me knew I needed to save that, and I am so glad I did. Holy shit!
Honestly, so am I. No, that play was fucking phenomenal. That
And I checked.
I forgot you had Detect Thoughts. Like,
Yeah, I got it out of Serafina's book.
Ah,
Yep.
You forgot that you gave it to him.
Yeah. Yep. That was one of the 2 spells that I got: Misty Step and Detect Thoughts, because all the rest of them I already had, and I used both of them in that encounter.
no, that was fucking bravo.
Thank you. Yeah, that was, and I checked numerous times to make sure that Disguise Self was not concentration, because I was like, fuck, this is going to be bad. It wasn't. It's not.
So I would like to pose a very wild theory that I have been cooking up.
For how long?
Months.
Oh, damn.
Months.
Okay.
So since last episode.
More months.
More months. I think that Shadow Weaver is on our side. Unironically, I think Shadow Weaver is on our side.
Yeah, well, I think because Nyx was kind of on our side. Like, they're the same. They're one and the same. Mm-hmm. They want to destroy the gods too.
And it's gonna be such a hard sell
Oh yeah.
for when it happens, when we're eventually like we
We
need to
know
work with them.
know Shadow Weaver is essentially on our side because the dragon basically told us that.
Yeah, but I think even in that moment, like Shadow Weaver could have just killed you right there.
Yeah. Could have.
Like there's so many little things, like interactions when, like, during the big fight with Nyx and Nori, like Shadow Weaver had a couple of like interactions where it's like there's just been so many moments where like Shadow Weaver could be doing XYZ and instead they're doing like L, M, and N.
Now, after the end of this last episode, I think a big part of why Shadow Weaver hasn't killed Zelda in particular, I think everybody else, he is on their side, but Zelda is because of her parents. Her parents brought them into this world, and so they
You think Shadow Weaver's like grateful?
I do. I think that's why he brought the spell book and the pendant after killing Elorian, I think that's why he wants her to seek him out. I think that he wants to help her become his pawn, but not forcefully. He wants a partner.
He wants her to finish what her parents started.
Yes, that's what I think.
Who's to say?
Did you see that, Casey?
The rest of you, you guys are against the gods, and so Shadow Weaver is with you. Zelda's very, very much against Shadow Weaver, and it is nothing for him to just vaporize her, I'm sure. But he hasn't, and you're right. And I think that's why. After this episode. Before that, I had no idea why.
But that's such an interesting place to be in, because Shadow Weaver's also kind of been like this like lurking villain to the party. Like that's at least how it feels.
To Zelda.
Well, and through proxy, the party.
Through proxy, yeah. But
because you also got to think of how antagonistic Nyx was. Now you know that they are essentially two sides of the same coin.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's very much one of those things. It's like, well, how far does the enemy of my enemy is my friend go?
Yeah, and that's such an interesting thought process, because like you could go down that hole, and like there's so many outcomes that come out of that.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like it's a roll of the die.
I hate everyone. Boo. You're all bad. Become better.
Hey, I pulled a U on that one.
Cancel the podcast. Okay, Derek, now you can have your...
Okay, so Charlie Day meme here.
Yeah.
So
Pepe Sylvia.
Malik brought in the mind of Shadow Weaver. Was that what he was saying?
Of Nyx.
Well, Shadow Weaver is telling you.
Is Nyx.
Yeah.
They're one and the same.
For simplicity's sake in my head, Shadow Weaver is explaining this as if like Malik, when he got taken over back the previous decimation.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So in your flashback, I think, or in the flashback or in a dream or something, Nyx, Shadow Weaver, mentioned something about, oh yeah, she left a door. Abyssia, when she pulled you out of your body, left a door open.
That they entered.
Mm-hmm. They entered. And then what they said at the end of this episode was, yeah, my mind was here, but my power wasn't. So there was a whole 100-year gap where Shadow Weaver was a non-entity. Mm-hmm. But then when Zelda's parents, which we've lightly addressed just through flashbacks, but we're working on something to draw power from the gods so that like mortals did not have to rely on them for magic anymore. That was their working theory.
Yep.
They were like, okay, if we can get it ourselves and harness it, then we don't need them anymore. Mm-hmm. But
they shot for the stars and didn't hit any of the ones that have been mapped. And hit something further out.
And that's one of those things that he alluded to. Is like, yeah, they hit the wrong one, but it's one of those things where
it's possible
they couldn't have known, because they're aiming for one of the 10. They don't know that they didn't know that there was an 11th somewhere.
Yep. And if there's an 11th, how many are there?
Or is it not necessarily an 11th, but a previous first?
Well, yeah,
like
I think that's more likely. But if there's one previous, or there are 5 previous,
infinite previous.
I mean,
it's Schrodinger's infinite.
Yep. So Schrodinger's gods.
Malik led in the mind. Zelda's parents led in the power. They collected the body.
Yep.
They took something from the Magekeep library as well. Mm-hmm. So it's Shadow Weaver's going around collecting.
Got the scale.
Yep.
Got whatever he got from the Magekeep. Got Thilda's body.
Yeah. Shadow Weaver just out here winning. Nothing but W's.
Eating good.
Eating good.
What if the Ant Queen is Shadow Weaver?
Holy shit.
Like a god's familiar?
Yeah, Shadow Weaver's familiar, maybe, yeah.
Giant ant. Write that down.
An ant this big.
Bigger than that. It's the size of a New York fucking sewer rat.
A New York rat.
It's huge. Yeah. And about 3 times as wide.
Fucking chonkers. Holy.
Yeah. Size of that water bottle. Case's water bottle on the table.
Sounds really-
For our listening audience, it's the size of Casey's water bottle that's sitting on our table.
Yeah.
About approximately 2.5 feet from my left foot.
It's red.
It's got a black lid with a attached handle.
Brand Yeti.
Sponsors.
They tend to stay cold for a long period of time. Yeti, we will accept payment for this wonderful sponsor.
Yeti for all your beverage holding needs.
And the Ant Queen is a reference to our live stream.
Which you should have definitely watched by now.
should have
We
by
released
now.
it 2 weeks ago.
They can't have not watched it yet. There's no way they haven't watched it.
Absolutely. I mean,
yeah, but what if they're coming now?
if you're listening to the What's in the Box, you're a real fan. You've watched the live stream.
Yeah. But counterpoint. What if they made it this far into the What's in the Box, and this is the first thing they've listened to? You got to always think about that as a possibility.
Well, then they're
I'm
doing
speaking-
it wrong.
I'm thinking directly
Yeah,
to you
and we're
right
sending
now.
them to a proper
you
location.
sitting there in your car, in your house, on your phone. What the fuck are you doing?
Go listen to episode 1.
You're starting on episode 30, the after show of episode 31. You're a fucking mad person.
31. Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel old.
Yeah.
We now have more episodes than my age.
Shit. Fuck. Wild.
Not yet. We're getting close, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this episode was a blast, and I loved the little stinger at the end of getting to bring Shadow Weaver back, and knowing that even though Zelda's out of the campaign, she's not truly, or not quite out of the campaign.
It's
But
all
No.
good. It's all good. Casey is a really nice, fun wizard he gets to play at any time.
She's just not mine anymore. That's all. She is as much as you want her to be at this point.
Yeah, you got like one more episode left.
Half of one.
But yeah. What was I feel like I forgot to do this last What's in the Box because it's been 3 months. But what was everyone's favorite part of the episode?
The bigger implications of the whole universe and how our party has been pulling strings unknowingly for hundreds of years.
Probably finding out about her parents, Zelda's parents, and that connection with Shadow Weaver, because it really opened up not just my eyes, but also her eyes to a lot of what's been going on.
I really liked when we set that guard up on the toilet to look like he passed out while shitting.
Yes, I forgot about that.
I feel like that was last episode, wasn't it?
Was that last episode?
Was that?
It was,
Oh,
but
you're right. This
because we
was just a
started
fight.
in
It's a
the
good
Oh,
one.
fine. We didn't do it last What's in the
Yeah,
Box. So
that was my favorite. That one.
Weekends and burning anyone is always a funny
Yeah.
thing.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Especially when you can put them on a shitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And burning down the candle.
Yeah,
That was choice.
that was really
Nice.
good.
In hindsight, after the fact, it's like he was there for so long is so funny because there was alarms going off and he's just asleep on the toilet.
And that's the best part.
That dude's getting fired.
Zelda is gonna deal with that in the morning.
Yep.
That guy is getting canned.
Yeah. Her guard captain's gonna come. Yeah, I found this guy sitting on the fucking toilet while the alarms are going off.
Sitting on the toilet.
Get rid of him.
On the toilet.
On the toilet. No, we're not. I can't.
On the toilet.
All I'm saying is the shakeup of personnel at the Mage Keep Library is going to be real interesting. When someone legally distinct from Eldon shows up.
I love it.
I think my favorite moment from this one was the guard's last name, casting the read thoughts.
Oh, yeah,
Or
for his
not
wife-
his
for his
wife's
wife's
first
name.
name.
Yeah, that was genius play.
Yeah.
I stole mine. That was also my favorite part of the episode because in my head I was like, well, I can't just let the failed deception check go.
Yeah.
I was like, but in my head, I was like, I also didn't plan necessarily for failures. I was like, I guess you guys just have to kill all these guards now. And I was like, no, I wanted to give it one more chance because I was going to be like, look, either you have something or you're just going to have to take a guess or Derek had said something about it earlier. I was like, oh, well, if he's been here for years, maybe you just know it. So I was going to leave it maybe.
was Snyder.
That was Snyder.
Yeah.
Just let it slide.
Yeah, that was Snyder Erasure. But I was gonna leave a history check or something. I wanted to give it a chance, but I was like, okay, well now this is the last opportunity.
Yeah, well, see, the deception check +0. Very bad. Not charismatic.
Which is wild because you have to do this for the rest of your life.
I know.
But I have magic, baby.
Yeah, well, you had magic then, and you still rolled like shit.
No, because I made it work. They saw through the deception, and then I used magic to get the answer to make them not question it anymore. But history check, I have a +7. I would have been fine on that, hopefully. But detect thoughts, it's like that. Yeah, I have magic.
What a way to live the rest of your entire life is constantly reading people's minds to get answers.
Not the rest of my life, dude. Salavan's old as shit. He just has to die in his sleep, and then I can be somebody else.
No. So what you gotta do? What you have to do?
And then you have to do that for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
you
but
can't
then I
live
can-
your life.
No. It's very simple. Very simple. I've already got thought about this. Is Salvin adopts a mid-20s ward that just kind of looks like his niece because he feels bad about killing her.
Yeah.
And seeing this girl who was into magic, had that thing rolling, boom.
Yep.
And then he's dead. Oh no! It's in the will that Schmelda.
Yeah, she dyes her hair.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's not that
And
hard
then
to
she's
do.
prestidigitating, or she's disguising herself as herself, but slightly off.
No. Then you just use mundane.
Yeah, just dye that hair.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can still get plastic surgery and shit in this world. I'm sure there's doctors. Also,
I haven't thought that far.
Plastic surgery? Oh no, you're putting explosives in your face?
Not a big deal because at a certain point, wizards get first level spells as cantrips, so I can literally do it whenever I want.
Hey Casey, are we getting to 18th level?
I mean, Zelda might off screen. I don't know. And like 50 years.
If she survives the destination. That's the other thing. In a year, none of this might matter at all.
I'm playing the long game.
Everything
This
is
estimation is getting postponed. We're going to
That is one of my
We're going
favorite
to postpone the apocalypse.
running things. Is like we're trying to do so much for this stuff,
In such a little amount of time.
and it might not matter.
It probably
that's the
won't.
craziest thing,
For,
is
for
like-
85% of the world, it won't matter.
That is, it's almost as if I planned that to be the theme of the campaign.
Yeah, but that's just it's so cool now seeing it in action
Yeah.
for over a year that we've been doing this. Like just seeing that like all of this stuff that we're doing, and like the weight that everything is bringing with it. We're only like a month into this year. We still have 11 months more.
2 months in. We spent a month on the boat. And Cauldron was a couple weeks at least.
Okay, so a little over a month.
Yeah.
But
also, it brings, like, to tack onto that, it brings in the implication of the world and the people in it on, yes, this happens every 100 years, but you still have to just live your life and do your shit and, like, not think about that. Because, like, just bringing in that whole kind of side of things of this is the way that the people live their lives in this world. Wild. Just absolutely wild.
It's a coin flip. Either die or you don't.
Yeah.
50-50.
Just gotta do your best.
yep.
As with all
Yeah.
things, it's a true 50-50.
Yep.
You gotta just catch the mix up.
And we hope you do your best this week.
Speaking of doing our best, are we gonna level up or what?
Who's to say? We still.
You
You are to say.
You to say.
Who's to say? Who's to
Been
say?
doing this for a year. We've
Hey,
had
look,
one
in
level
2
up.
weeks when we record the next episode, we'll talk about it.
All right,
for a fucking year.
heads we level up, tails we level up.
No. I was like, wait, no, don't do that.
yes, I
Hedging
love
my
it.
bets.
Stacking the deck.
I will say, for such a great episode, though, you all get your inspirations back.
Hey.
Because that was great, and I love what everybody did.
You
I can't wait to use it in 2 weeks.
My mic will not allow me to get that far.
No, great fucking episode, everybody. I love this little mini arc and just seeing what's going to happen next. I mean,
A retirement arc.
Yeah,
so to
retirement arc, yeah. And, we still got to close out, see what's going on with the Mage Keep Library, say our goodbyes to Zelda, and see what happens next.
Only 2 OG party members.
I know.
And there's a
Maybe
non-zero
only one,
chance.
depending on what
one.
Eldon does.
Yeah.
Wild move.
Again, it's the Mish
Love you,
story.
kid.
It is the me story. It always has been.
But But we'll see how this little mini arc's going to end.
We will see
in the next episode.
I'll say there's only one. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. We shall see.
We shall see, but we'll see you guys then. We love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Bye. See you in 2 weeks.